Come on, Lucky. Woo. Hey, y'all. Yeah. Y'all come in, come in, come in, come in, come in. Good morning. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to all my moms. Shout out to everybody. Y'all come in. I'm gonna give y'all time to come up in here. Like, share, and subscribe to the video. Um, we're gonna get into our Keimani, another girl, another little girl. Okay. Okay. Put these glasses on because I can't see without my glasses. Okay. Okay, y'all, we're gonna give to do something about it. We're gonna talk about Keimani, and I'm really about to get down on this live because it's coming from a coach. I coach track and field, and that girl was on the basketball team, and some of my girls played basketball. So I'm so upset with so many folks in this situation. We're gonna talk about how the teacher reported it. The teacher did the job. The community, y'all could have did better than what y'all did. We got to pay attention what's going on in this neighborhood. I know it's not being nosy, but we got to pay attention, y'all. So I'm gonna give y'all time to get up in here. Hey, y'all. Before I start my starter gun. Yeah. I told y'all, before we get started, close that screen door and start letting all them flies up in here. Now, y'all know Grandma don't like flies. No, I don't. Because they just like people. Keep up a bunch of... All right, y'all. We about to get into our content. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Don't be no hater all your life. I mean, come on. Try to help out people. That's one thing I can say. We are one of the hardest communities that don't look out for each other. We believe in lies. My community is the only community that I know that believe in the lies. Anybody tell the truth, they don't want to see them, they don't want to talk to them, they don't want to listen to them. Now that woman went up to that woman, that teacher reported this situation. And I know a lot of people probably reported this situation of some unusual things going on in that house. Okay. Now, first of all, women, girls, you got to pay attention to your daughters, and it's men, boys too. You got to pay attention to your boys. But stop leaving your girls around these men. I'm so sick of it. If it's not a good daddy, leave them out from over there. How in the world can the grandmother say, I don't want to be so hard on you, grandmama. I don't want to be so hard on you because you don't raise your children. Your children grown. It's time for these grown women to take care of their children, stay out of that system, then you can watch your own kids and watch the kind of man that you need. Because y'all so greedy trying to find a man so bad. Oh, so got a man. I don't care if that man this and I don't care if that man that. Now, a lot of things. Hold on for a minute, y'all, because I'm not about to go through this on my dad. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But I'm gonna give y'all the latest on Keimani situation, and it's time for the community to do something before something happens. A lot of y'all don't went past that house. A lot of y'all went past that house, and y'all saw something going on, and y'all saw two men going in that house. It's nowhere in the world the grandmama supposed to say, I'm trying not to be hard on your grandmama. I'm gonna try not to be hard. I'm just gonna say it nice, okay? Like I said, you don't raise your children. But it's nowhere in the world you should let that baby, that girl, go around that man. Just because somebody said that that's the baby daddy. Because the grandmama said somebody told her that that's the baby daddy. He's the baby daddy. I mean, you don't know for facts that you got a man coming around coming around that baby. It's time for y'all women, please, women, please, for me and Jesus. You know, just because somebody said they the baby daddy, oh, I thought that was the baby daddy. You told me you were the baby daddy, and I believe him. He was the baby daddy, so I let him go up to her house. I let him do it because the mama don't do it. So I let him do it. Then you go to work, you leave a 14-year home at night. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna be preaching today so you can listen. If you don't want to listen, I don't care. But I'm gonna put my feet down on this because I'm sick. And this is a good mama, this is a good grandmama, and this is a good community person. So I'm tired of it. I'm about to talk, y'all. I'm about to talk. I'm tired. What do you mean that you thought that somebody was the baby daddy? What do you mean? I'm talking to the grandma. I'm a grandmother. It's so hard to get past this grandmama right here. See, I'm a real grandmama. I'm a grandmother to a lot of young people, even older boys. They call me auntie. But I'm still grandmama, auntie, mama. They can call me anything. As long as you respect that situation, because I'm going to respect you. Ain't no way in the world you're going to sit down on TV and say that you thought that you believe that guy. You thought that was the baby daddy. You were told that he was the baby daddy. You don't know that the baby daddy. You don't have no paperwork, grandma. And you let that girl just go out the house with the boy. Really, she looked like she mixed. She looked like she mixed. That's because he light skinned, but it looked like he mixed. She mixed. And then a lot of things going on in the community. Then you got the real mom coming on there cussing out the older lady, cussing out the grandmama. Said, you did that to your daughter. You did that to your own granddaughter. You knew that was going on. So what you do to your daughter? You fail your daughter ass well, but I'm not about to be on here trying to shape and stuff to make it look good. You up there cussing that woman out. Y'all ready to beat up on that older lady. Y'all can take care of your own children. Keep your butts out of trouble and do what you got to do. Stop just Well, we're going to get into it with these glass hoes, guys. I'm trying to pretend like I can see and I can't see. All right, y'all. This is for educating purposes, criticism and community purposes. This is to educate you all, educate the community and the people. Because people, you are the community. And women, stop trying to satisfy yourself, being selfish, trying to meet anybody, and you don't know nothing about it. Stop blaming these grandmamas. I done told y'all about that. Blaming these grandmamas about your child. The grandmama don't raise you. Grandma don't raise you. It's time for you to get your butt up, do what you need to do, and take care of your own baby. Then she wouldn't have to adopt your baby. And in community, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a way that you approach people when you know that your neighbor's working. When your neighbor at work, when your neighbor is at work, we supposed to look out for each other. So I've been over there in my house 25 years, and we look out for each other. My children grew up in this neighborhood. I'm funny about my kids when they were young, so they grew up and went to school here, high school, elementary school. But we look out for each other. If I see something in the neighborhood next door, we say something, and we know who did what. So I'm trying to tell y'all, y'all got to try to be nice to each other. Try to know your neighbors. Because this one's supposed to happen to that girl. Even though y'all know that's her father, somebody should have called and say, oh, it's two guys just went in that house. And they just left out the house with your little girl. Somebody should have been able to call and told that lady that. But if you're the kind of person that in the neighborhood cussing people out, you don't want nobody to look out for you, call the police on what y'all see wrong. Call the police. Call the police and tell the police what you see is wrong and report it. That's what you need to do. Don't let nobody scare you. Because this ain't just happened to this little girl. And you know what? She on the basketball team at the school. I had the middle school basketball track team. And I'm about to be hard on this topic, so I'm about to show y'all a little something that happened. And when you're a coach like me, a track coach, or coach period, step team coach, or coach period, you look out for the community of those kids. Now I know she told her coach something. I know she told her coach because the teacher reported it. I'm so mad at y'all women because y'all just want anything to be y'all man. Y'all choosing anything to be y'all man and let y'all the girls be around these men. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And then y'all don't listen. I tell you one thing, if I see something going on, I'm calling the police. But if I know you my neighbor and I got your phone number, see, y'all ain't like the neighbors used to be back in the days. And then we do have to change up and stuff because we got strange people in this neighborhood. You know, not in my neighborhood, anybody's neighborhood. But we got the immediate people around you. Sometimes you can't even trust your own neighbor. But the thing is, y'all, if you think something's suspicious, call 911. Say, I don't want to leave no name. I'm just trying to tell you something strange going over there. That man just went out that door with a girl. Even though you don't see them before over there reported. Now, grandma got a little attitude. Grandma, you sound like you got a little attitude. Say, I wouldn't mind dealing with you very nicely. Because I will dial 911 real nicely. And report what I see. And I may be the neighbor that you might not like. But we about to get into this we about to get into our content today. I'm just mad, y'all. This is seconds. This is not this. I told y'all it's just then started. It's new. It's not started. It's gonna start. It's happening right now. It's happening right now. And the kids are telling y'all, and y'all saying y'all don't believe nothing that y'all saying talking about y'all, you exaggerating, telling the child, they didn't mean to do that. Did y'all telling the children what they just said, whatever. They told you what happened. Oh no, it ain't like that. Oh, the money look good, and you getting that money in, they not doing that, baby. They're just the way you think it is. Find the place. Yeah. Let me put that up there, what you just said. Let me put that up there. But I'm like you now. You said I'm not understanding why the authority did not put out the alert as well. I am going to let you discuss this, but again, our folks are being ignored. We're not being ignored. No, we're not being ignored. Y'all don't know how to make noise. Our people don't like to make noise. You got to make noise. And the only noise that we make is up under each other. Y'all got to make some noise. Tell that door down. Y'all don't make noise. I ain't taking up for nobody. And I love my people, but I love these children. And it's happening right now, y'all, as we speak. I ain't about to take up for no lie. We ain't doing nothing about it. You can watch it's just too much going on. And it's going on, and it's going to continue going on. And I'm going to continue to speak. Y'all women need to take care of your own children. And start having these babies by these men, these convicted killers. Look at that lady down there went down there and visited that man in prison, married a man in prison who got life sentence and got he don't kill her and strangle her. Just to say you got a man, I got a man. So let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this, honey. Cause I'm gonna be fussing. I'm gonna stay on y'all ass. So y'all might well get over on it. Okay, here we go. Right here. Now, it says this feels preventable. Keimani Lega's former teacher speak out at community vision for her. A teacher. A teacher. Because teachers are supposed to report stuff like this. Even Nazaya reported her stuff. What did they do? Nothing. What y'all gonna do about it? Community don't know they got more authority than anybody. Let's pay attention to this, y'all. And then we're gonna talk about it. That don't make no sense. Didn't put no missing person out there. She didn't put nothing out there with no Amber Alert. She ain't said a girl was missing like that. People here in Toledo can't tell y'all nothing. Community members organizing the vigil tonight. Many who were there and never did know Keimani, but they tell us they wanted to come together to honor her life. 13 Action News reporter Lily Lowndes talking with those who paid their respects, including a former teacher of Keimani's who provided some important information as well. Lily.
Yeah, Lee, everyone at the vigil was there mourning a life they say is gone too soon, outpouring love and support in memory of Keimani Latigue'S. Again, most of those people mourning were strangers, but her former teacher was there and said she believes Keimani's death was preventable.
On the count of three, can everybody shout out Keimani? 1, 2, 3.
A crowd gathered at the abandoned house on Miami and Wilma, chanting the name of a girl who will never be forgotten. 13-year-old Keimani.
As my pastor would say, a family that prays together stays together. And this is the time when we need to come together.
Balloons and lit candles in her memory.
She was just a joy to be around. And she will be deeply missed.
Kayleen Harabidian was Keimani's teacher last year.
She was very sweet. I enjoyed having her at school every day. She greeted me every single morning with a hug. That was all she really ever wanted was affection.
Harabidian said affection was something that Keimani might have needed more of.
She said that baby need affection. Only thing she needed was love. And y'all, and I'm about to come back right here. These girls need some love. These girls need love, and they're getting the love from the man, but they're getting the wrong type of love because they want hugs. They want you to tell them how beautiful they are. They want you to understand them. They want you to talk to them. Women, we got to have time for our and grandmamas, aunties. We got to have time for our kids. They want love, y'all. I gave some of the love out around kids until it just scared me because I know when they need a hug. Y'all. And then she got to go to strangers to get hugged because you don't want to hug, because you don't want to hug, and you don't want to say you beautiful, you lovely. And the girl was on the road. I'm gonna be on y'all butts today, and then she was on the basketball team. Y'all might be on y'all butts today because you're talking about a coach who had to deal with discipline. Yeah, I had to deal with discipline. I couldn't talk proper to them kids. I had to speak down to earth, down like them. And then y'all got to wake up, parents. And then y'all want to blame us. Oh, we report this, but they don't do nothing. What you gonna do about it? 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 Y'all got to stop blaming, finding somebody to blame. It's the way you do things. It's the way you make noise. It's the way you go in and report stuff. You can't call them on the phone and say, "Oh, my son ran away. He hit me and something, and then he gone." You can't do it that way. They ain't gonna come. They're not gonna raise your child for you. You gotta get up out your butt and raise your own child. We got so many grown people want to be children so bad. They ain't got time. They don't missed out on their life. So they want to take over the kids' life. A lot of kids, I don't say a lot of kids want love. Of course, a child gonna be hard headed. Kids hard headed. You are hard headed. You didn't listen. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all hard headed. Kids are kids. We don't want to raise them no more. We don't want to say I love you. We don't want to hug them no more. Ain't no with the system can't just put out no Amber Alert just because you said, "Oh, I don't see Barbara. Barbara didn't come home last night." Y'all got so many excuses. Y'all got so many excuses. See, y'all got too many excuses. And then y'all got to realize that now we are dealing with social media. Parents, we are dealing with social media. Social media ain't going nowhere. So your discipline, if you the one got the discipline it, kids gonna get. I don't see kids where the parent don't took their phone and they turn around and was on somebody else's phone. And I have said, did your mama tell you? Did your mama take your phone for you? So why are you on somebody else's phone? See, we don't say enough. We don't know how to communicate to these children. They would tell us everything if we communicate, but y'all fuss too much. Y'all women raised too much hell. Y'all don't listen to them. Y'all don't want to listen. Y'all don't want to listen to nobody. She didn't tell you what they want, and then you ignore them. I'm so sick of y'all. I'm just so sick of sick of the system, sick of people, and I'm gonna still take up for these children. I'm gonna still take. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Yes, I'm gonna take up for these kids. I'm gonna take up for these kids, and then take care of your own children. Take care of your own children. And you got the teacher. You got the y'all ain't worried me now. You ain't worried me. I'm just trying to give you some suggestion. Okay. Okay, I was on mute. Y'all didn't even tell me I was on mute. But anyway, I'm right here. That's when I need a backbone. See what I mean? Like I was on mute. Then nobody say I was on mute. That's what I'm talking about. That's what children be doing. They trying to get y'all attention. And she on the basketball team. I feel for the grandmother, I really feel for the grandmama. Because grandmama at an age where she can go to work. She don't have to go to bed if she don't want to. She can go to sleep when she want to. But when she's so nice to take over the responsibility of somebody else's responsibility, and then she get cussed out for y'all over there cussing that old lady out like that, talking about what she did to her grandkid, what you did to your daughter. That's what I'm saying. You wrong for cussing that woman out like that.
The teacher said she and other staff members called Children's Services to report concerning things Keimani had said.
She came to school when physical were happening in her house.
Okay, now the school you failed her. The school failed her. Now, the school failed her. The system didn't fail her. The school got more priority than anybody. The school failed her. The school should have made noise. The school should have did the principal. The principal didn't make noise. What kind of school is that? What kind of principal is that? Because see, when you find when the money came out here in Georgia at the school out here in this system, if that child come to you and report something to you, you got to write that up right then and send that girl to the counselor office. Counselor office is supposed to do what they got to do. And then they supposed to contact the parent. They supposed to contact the CPS worker. They supposed to contact that police officer, the school resource officer. And the principal got to put their feet down in this mashed potato. And protect that girl. Don't send that girl back home. A lot of kids don't tell because y'all send them back to the house. That the school didn't make enough noise for me. Oh, just another statistic. Let me call her mama but no, she don't want you to call her mama. She don't want you to call her grandmama. Because if she wanted her grandmama to know, she would have told her grandmama that night. And the grandmama said, oh, Keimani is she act like an older girl. She act older. And she got her own key. That means that she can go in and out the house when she want to. Just because the child she's 14 and she my children at mature too at 14, but I still got rules. And a girl got no business standing home by herself anyway at night. And I don't care what y'all say. Even if you say you have to work, it's a cleaner job. I had to give up decent jobs, big money jobs. Did not to be at home at night, and then come home at 7 o'clock in the morning from work. Shoot, I had to let that job go because my kids at home by themselves at night. I need to see. Because if something happened to them, I'm about to act a fool. Because first of all, mine won't be in no foster care. And then if she is, I'm about to come over there and visit her, and I'm about to come over there and I'm about to pay attention. I'm about to sit with her. I'm about to spend time with her. And she gonna talk to me. I'm gonna get a relationship. You gotta build that relationship. And it's so much, y'all, the community needs to do. Only thing community does is sit back and complain. The school didn't do enough for this. The school didn't do enough. The school is the first priority. That's the same thing felt that little boy, that girl in Potomac. She took her children out of school and moved, and then didn't put them in school, so the school won't be in her business. School got to correct them. What y'all people? I'm about to tell y'all what about to happen. Y'all having y'all good time now, but they about to crack down on y'all butts, and I don't want to hear nothing. Right now, you got it going on. You got it going on. The crime, y'all criminals, y'all got it going on. Y'all unfit mama and daddies, you got it going on. Foster system, you got it going on. School, you got it going on. Community, you got it going on. Thing about to change though. And then I'm gonna be sitting out there laughing and saying I'm glad. Cause y'all don't had y'all wait so long. You don't had to wait so long to the time for a change. And then let's see what the system gonna do now. Oh, y'all remember when y'all used to say the system came back in, the system, they came back here and took my children from me because they said the system did it, the system did that. They don't want to see me with my children. They just took my children from me. Oh no. Now they about to start back doing it. They had stopped. They ain't what they were. Yeah, it's about to be a change. I can't wait. Me and my glasses can't wait. Me and my little reading glasses can't wait till the thing change.
Caribbean said Keimani was with a different guardian during that time. Still, he wishes something could have gone differently, as did many of the people at the vigil.
We need to tell our young folks, whatever's going on at home, school, church, park, you can talk to us.
Devastated about what happened to Keimani, but letting her know she was heard and will not be forgotten. We did reach out to Children's Services, and they said nothing in this case is public record at this time. They also
what? They say they don't have no public records, y'all. They don't have no records. You see what I mean? They don't have no records. They don't have no public records. It started from being a parent. It started from being a parent. We're gonna start. One thing about me, I don't deal with people who complain. People who complain about everything. I don't deal with people who complain. I don't deal with people who don't like to listen. I don't deal with people who complain and don't want nobody to say nothing to them. They know they wrong. Y'all got to stop doing y'all kids like this. Stop doing these children like that. I don't care what you say. Stop doing these children like this. Don't nobody want to work no more. We can't even get enough correctional officers. Don't nobody want to work. Don't nobody want to be teachers no more. Don't nobody want to be parents no more. The parents still trying to be the cheer a child and want their children tell the parents what to do. That's why Amani seems like she grown, because Amani have to take care of money. We got to stop blaming each other, y'all. We got to stop blaming each other. Only thing we do is get behind these keyboards and get on this social media, and we complain. Social media ain't going nowhere. Social media not going nowhere. This the modern life, y'all. The modern life is in the modern pedals are different than the pedals back in the days. Everything different. Y'all still living back in the past. All these older people and the younger people, 40s on up. Y'all can't stop saying what I did when I was young. But the main thing about that is you could do things, but it has to be different. It has to be in a modern way. You know what I mean? Oh, our mama whooped our butts when so you can't beat on the children no more like that, people. And then you got to find the modern punishment. You have to find the modern. I got the modern discipline. Y'all can't get no whooping like we used to get the whooping kind of whooping we got back in the day. So stop saying it. You can't get that kind of discipline. So when it changed, I put my hands on the punishment because I got tired. I'm scared if I hit my murder. So money, grandmama brought that up. Y'all didn't hit it. Money, grandmama said something about when she was trying to discipline her. Uh, they said you don't hit them that way. You do it this way. Nobody's supposed to tell you that. It's time for these mamas start getting on these TVs, blaming these grandmamas when you can take care of your own children. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Take care of your own babies and stop getting these old knuckleheads for baby daddies. You can't change no man. Cause he one way now, and then tomorrow he this way. We as a community, y'all, in every state, we the people, we got to do something. We got to stop being so mean to our neighbors. Now, if that's the kind of neighbor that stay next door to you, then you know right from wrong. Y'all grown people know right from wrong. Y'all can read people. Y'all know not to tell that neighbor this and tell that neighbor. Now, like I said, I've been over here 25 years. All the children on the road, they grown now. So we ain't got no babies. But we got grandkids, but they don't stay, but they stay with their mama. But we still got neighbors that look out. We still look out for each other. We the same old neighbors back in the years. We the same old neighbors. They know me. They know Camper and Minnie. So you see my dog running up the street like Lassie. You tell Minnie and Camper, you better get back home. You know, mama, you better get back home. Every neighbor's supposed to know that. Oh, that dog right there, that's Miss So dog. See, we ain't in, y'all got it. Modern days community, modern days computer women, ladies, men's, computer. These girls, these cell phone, computer, texting, sexting is two different things. When they on the games, on the TV, you got to make sure who your children talking to. They thinking that they playing with a child. They playing with somebody grown. Like me, like you. So let's get into, so that's enough of that. Community, y'all got to tear the door down now. Y'all got to do the modern tearing the door down. Y'all got to do change the ways that it used to be and start complaining about the system. Because the system don't, Lord, I'm going to say they don't tell, they don't. Do your job, do your deed. Go, hey, put pressure on their butts. Get your attorney. Get your attorney. You ain't got enough money. Get up, go fund some, tell them what you need, and get your attorney. There's a lot of stuff going on in this world that y'all letting go by, people. My community, you're letting it go by. And then some of y'all see stuff and you won't say nothing. Now I know somebody had to see that girl go out that door with her daddy and that another man. Why he bring another man around that girl anyway? You see? Oh, can't tell y'all nothing. That's the problem. Can't tell you nothing. You know too much. So let's take a look at this. Let me make sure everything right. Make sure y'all can hear me and everything right. I want y'all to listen to this because I'm gonna stay on your butts. Everything right. Yeah, it's good.
Keimani was phenomenal. Keimani was a helper. She loved older music. She loved video games. She played basketball for Spring Elementary. She was highly intelligent. She loved the friends and family that she was allowed to be around. She was phenomenal. Like I said, she was like no other kid her age.
You know, I'm gonna tell you, Grandma keeps saying something that Grandma, y'all children. Let me tell you something. Anytime grandmama raised you, children gonna have some old fashioned ways. And sometimes the way your mama raised you, my children are old fashioned. But they got the style. I ain't saying they young too, but I'm saying that she keeps saying the money got old ways and like, oh my children, the band, our band here play old school music. So that's what the young people know. But I'm saying, but she's still a young girl. She's still a young girl. Okay, how old the grandmama says she is, but she been around her grandmama 5 years, and then she may be around older people because that old souls like they've been here before, and that don't mean no man need to look at her on that style like that. But you can't control that right there. But you can't control the person that your child is. We got to protect our children. We got to stop playing with them and not telling them the truth about what to do. The safety is the very important thing. Stop hiding stuff from your children. Tell your children when you sit down and talk to them, tell them the truth, what to do in the situation. And stop saying, oh, I don't want to tell them that because they too young. Well, hell, that's who they happening to, the young people. It happening to the young people. Talk real to your children. When you talk to a baby, you tell that baby, you say, no, 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 don't do that. You don't say, no. Y'all got to talk that real talk in this modern world today. You got to tell the child how to protect themselves. Stop keeping secrecies. That's right.
This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, raped, had her hands cut off, and her throat almost cut off.
That man almost cut that girl throat all the way off. Like to cut that girl. Why he do that? What fool would think to do something like that? I'm sorry, you two. I'm mad today. You cut that little baby neck out, but then you don't want no woman. Cause woman be on vice versa on you. So you go get a little child to cut her neck off. What a money do to you that bad for you to do a money like that? What did a money do to that man to make him do her like that? A 14-year-old. And he's sitting up in jail. I don't think they doing say, can I have your toast? Golly, I can't believe this. Stop that girl from growing up. Now, they had this right here a couple years, y'all. A couple years before this happened. They gave her a TikTok thing. But I feel so sorry for the grandmama. The grandmama had a plan to make a money. Gonna get her a nice sports party because she played basketball. The girl didn't even get her trophy. Supposed to get her trophy. They're gonna hurt that coach hard. And then she was on the honor roll. But the thing was, you took that girl in there. How could you do that? That's a child. That's why you needed a grown woman. You're a coward. You needed a grown woman. I bet you wouldn't do another. I bet you won't do a grown woman like that. I bet she would. Y'all been belling it. I'm sick of this, y'all. Leave our babies alone. God, get you a woman. Get you a man or a woman. But I'm just saying, get somebody grown. Keep messing with these darn children. Woo! Modern POs. Modern pedos. Modern dog pedals. Yeah, we got to do something about them, y'all. Y'all got to watch them because they come in a different package now. Modern. I told y'all they was modern, okay? They not like they used to be. You used to can tell them, but man, you got to watch them. They cool, they cute, they got money, they look good, and you better watch them. You better watch them.
I just wish that when I was down here last, that I had just taken her to Indianapolis with me, so this would never happen. A lot of things, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but at the end of the day, I just really wish that whatever happened and whoever did this, y'all didn't have to do that to her.
So then they didn't have to do that to her. They could have let that girl go.
SWAT teams was working a dangerous individual who was wanted for a serious crime. This is an absolute animal that came into our town. Our SWAT are the best of the best. We send the message. If you murder somebody, do not come to this town.
Whew. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I don't know what y'all gonna do, but y'all better get it together. Man, grown, honey. But now I'm about to be on my grandkids. Say what I said.
We are tracking new developments in a disturbing story. A 13-year-old girl reportedly killed by her father. Her body left inside an abandoned home in East Toledo.
Along with Kaylee Maritan, I am Jeff Smith. It is a situation that continues to evolve. Toledo police issuing an alert that Keimani was missing 1 week ago. 6 days later, TPD finds her body, and now new information on how Keimani died and where the man who police say killed her is right now.
Here's what we've learned in the last few hours. Police say a SWAT team found Keimani's dad, Darnell Jones, in Columbus. There was reportedly an altercation, and officers shot Jones. Officials say they recovered a gun, and Jones is expected to survive.
Lucas County Coroner's Office also releasing Keimani's cause of death. An autopsy showed that she died from multiple wounds to the neck, and the coroner ruled her death a homicide.
Late this afternoon, Keimani's grandmother spoke exclusively with WTOL 11. We have that full interview in just a moment.
Here's how the story has unfolded over the last week. Toledo police posted the alert that Keimani was missing on Tuesday, March 18th. It was just after 4 p.m. She was last seen reported at her grandmother's home on Elm Street, that's in North Toledo. The next day, WTOL 11 spoke with the teen's grandmother, Dorothy Latique. She's also Keimani's legal guardian. She said she came home from work Tuesday morning, found Keimani was missing. She called her school before making a report to Toledo police.
By Friday, family, friends, and even strangers came out to North Toledo to search for Keimani. Her mother, Tiara Caston, was there from Cleveland. Keimani's dad, Darnell Jones, would be charged with abduction on Sunday, March 23rd. Court documents showed he was the last person with her before she went missing.
And then on Monday, March 24th, police found a body inside a home on Miami Street in East Toledo. The Lucas County Coroner's Office would later identify the remains as those of the 13-year-old Keimani Latique. Her time of death posted at 12:19 p.m.
12:19, y'all. 12:19. 12:19. That's her daddy. 1 minute they said that's her father. Let me see. 1 minute, where you going? 1 minute they said it's her father. 1 minute they say it's her father. Is that her father not? How could you do your daughter like that? Even if it's not your daughter, how could you do somebody else's daughter like that? What make you so angry where you had to do that girl like that? That's why you supposed to be with a woman or a man. Who plait his hair up? Don't he got a baby mama, y'all. He got a whole nother baby mama, y'all. A whole nother baby mama. Jarvis Butts. He even tricked the grandma. He fooled the grandmother, y'all. They fooled the grandmama. How did it happen? How could that even happen without paperwork? So you're gonna let the children go, well, you're gonna let your child go, you're gonna let that girl. I just don't see how that happened. Even if it is her father, do he supposed to be there to get her? If the system want him to have her, they would have gave him to her. But they didn't. They put her in the system. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I noticed something that we living in the modern days, but the thing is, CPS ain't nothing like they used to be, y'all. They was good then because they was on our butts. They was on your butts. They'll make you do right. But now the system like this, oh well, because y'all complaining, they better stop. They need to do something to protect our kids. And I ain't talking about just coming over there knocking on the door to get them like that. Find out what's going on. It's too much of this, y'all. I'm just so mad. I'm sorry. Y'all just have to excuse me. I'm just so mad because it's keep happening every day. Every day. Right now it's happening. Right now. Right now. Everybody want to get on P. Diddy, but there's so many P. Diddy's out there. So many Jarvis Butts out there. Henry Dinkins out there. In the family, waiting to be next. It's so many Jonathan Quillis out there. Right now, somebody like that. Can't tell y'all. Y'all ain't making me mad. I'm just trying to say I'm gonna be on for them children though. I'm gonna be raising up for them children. I ain't studying y'all grown people. Don't worry about them childrens. I ain't worried about these grown people. I'm gonna save these children. I'm not there to save them no more. I'm not there to save the kids anymore. I'm at home. I'm retired from it. That's how come I don't care. I don't care. What that sounds like? I don't care what the people say.
The Lucas County Coroner's Office would later identify the remains as those of the 13-year-old Keimani Latique. Her time of death posted at 12:19 p.m.
We have team coverage tracking all of the angles and developments in this investigation from an exclusive interview with Keimani's grandmother for her school, her life, and death.
Plus, Andre Norrell spoke with members of Toledo City Council about what they plan to do next, and Steve Iwanek is with family and community members gathered to make sure Keimani's memory lives on.
We start first with the new information out of Columbus. Police there say officers from a SWAT team shot Keimani's dad, Darnell Jones, just before noon.
A spokesperson for the Columbus Police Department did not identify Jones initially, but has since named him as the suspect that officers encountered Tuesday morning.
One of our SWAT teams was working a dangerous individual who was wanted for a serious crime, and SWAT was given information that this gentleman was in this particular area. When SWAT arrived, they did make contact with the suspect in question that they were looking for, confirming the identity of, in fact, that suspect being the person that they were watching. At some point during the interaction with SWAT officers, I confirmed that an officer did discharge their firearms, striking the suspect. The suspect was transported to a local hospital.
I got a question. Why did y'all shoot him? I know he didn't die, but I'm just saying, what did he not do? Saying that you shot him not making me happy. Saying that what did what did he do to make y'all shoot him though? I just want to know what did he do? Did he have a weapon? If he had a weapon, that's different. Did he reply differently? What is it that he didn't do that y'all probably can use a taser? What is it? Did he have a weapon? If he had a weapon, I can understand. But I just want to know what make y'all shoot him, because shooting him not making me happy. Taking his life not making me happy. Because I want, and he ain't going to tell you the truth. I wonder what make him take a money out that house. Because he know he did something wrong to her. He knew Amanda was going to tell. But why take her life, though? Nazaria not here today because somebody took her life. Other girls are not here today because somebody took their life. So we just going to keep letting them live without y'all. It's so many cowards out there, boy. There's so many good men out there, and there's so many cowards out there. There's so many good men out there. There's some good men out there, y'all. You ain't got to pick anything.
In stable condition. Thankfully, no officers were injured. No one in the public was injured, but it's important to know, obviously, given this is an unusual area, we do not see a lot of crime. Just want to reassure the public that this is a safe situation and there is no longer a threat to the public.
Where do you guys recovered off of the suspect?
I can confirm that there was a firearm recovered from the scene that obviously was not the police firearm. So, like I said, it's still early. We're working through that, but I can't confirm we did recover a firearm.
Do you know what the suspect is doing in this area?
We don't know that, and that is one of the things that investigators are actively trying to determine right now because we don't believe there's any reason for him to be in this specific area in terms of knowing someone or trying to engage in any additional criminal activity.
The suspect pulled over the car. We saw a car that was being looked at in a home. Where was it?
There was a vehicle involved, and this interaction, I can't say it happened outside. Beyond that, we can't get into the specifics just yet until we get to the investigation.
They say he's the same as he without his life release.
Correct. We believe that he will survive this injury.
While the spokesperson for Columbus Police shared much information, the president of the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 9, detailed some of the disturbing details in this case and outlined his understanding of why officers were searching for Jones in the first place.
I received a call we never want to get. One of our officers was involved in a police involved shooting. He went to see speak to our officer, one of our SWAT officers, a dedicated officer, highly respected, our Special Operations Bureau, longtime member. He's okay. Thank God he's okay. When I heard about this case, this was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to murder somebody.
Why we should? I like you.
This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This 14-year-old that was murdered, raped, had her hands cut off, and her throat almost cut off. This is an absolute animal that came into our town. I understand some of your editors won't let you print the word animal or view the word animal. If people are more offended,
Nothing wrong with what you saying, man. Ain't nothing wrong with what you saying. That was an animal. That was an animal that did that to her. Ain't nothing wrong with what you saying, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with what you saying, baby. Because you got a 14-year-old. You probably got a niece, a nephew, or something like that. Ain't nothing wrong with what you saying, honey. That is an animal that'll do something like that to a child. Take somebody, a child neck and do a child, stop a child from living and do something like a child. I agree with every word you say. Don't worry about what people say. People gonna say what they want to say anyway. Say what you need to say. You ain't saying nothing wrong, baby. Go on to preach. Go on to preach. Go on to tell the truth. Go on to tell the truth. You ain't said nothing. You just a real man. See, they don't like y'all real men to speak out. They don't want y'all real men to tell the truth. Speak your piece, officer. Got dog it? Say what you got to say.
That's on them, not on me. Again, I'm glad our officers are okay. Our SWAT are the best of the best. We just send a message. If you murder somebody, do not come to this town.
There you go. Period.
I know they were looking for him. I worked the street yesterday, and there was a bolo put out yesterday about this, so it was on everybody's mind. The officers are circulating area, patrol detectives, they're looking for this individual. This is what SWAT does. SWAT goes out there. Some of them have uniforms, some are in plain clothes, in plain cars. It's my understanding that they had a location on this suspect vehicle, and they did what they do. They circulated the area, they saturated the area of the short north, and one of the SWAT officers did find them. There was a confrontation. The individual had a gun. You pull a gun on his officers. We've said many times, this is the outcome you can expect. The officers shot him. It's my understanding he's in a local hospital right now. I do not know if he fired back. I just know a gun was recovered from the scene.
Oh, he said they got a gun? Hold on. He said they got a gun from the scene. Okay. Oh, he had a gun, y'all. He had a gun. Well, he was so cowardly. Why he didn't take his own life? There you go, officer. You know what? He put a gun out. So what he wanted them to do was shoot. But they shot a leg or arm out. I'm glad they didn't kill him. But he put that on because see, we need him to live because we need some questions for him, even though he ain't gonna talk. But he put a gun out, y'all. So they answered the question that I wanted to know. So that was a good reason to shoot him. Why he didn't shoot himself? Oh Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I think about money, Keimani. I'm sorry. That's what I said. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. Oh Lord, Lord, I'm just sorry, y'all. I'm just an old school grandma. I don't play that mess.
The outcome you could expect. The officers shot him. It's my understanding he's in a local hospital right now. I do not know if he fired back. I just know a gun was recovered from scene.
Brian, can you talk about, you mentioned how obviously how dangerous this suspect was, how relieved you are that none of your officers or any of the nearby neighbors
100%.
given what he could have been.
It's my understanding this individual might have been walking around the short north area all night. You gotta, not just a murderer.
Y'all gotta understand what they see. Y'all stop all that feeling sorry. Come on, media lady. There are other kids. This man don't left one state and don't came in somebody else's state, a city, and they got children, and a lot of people don't even know nothing about him. Shoot, they did what y'all did a good job. Great protection. Shoot. He could have left there and messed with a guy that got grabbed another 13-year-old out the street. That's why these kids need to stay in school. They need to do something about that too. That's another thing they need to do. I know y'all don't want to hear, but I'm gonna always preach. I don't care nothing about nothing. I don't need no numbers or nothing like that. I'm gonna put that awareness out there to let these children, the children that I growed up around, and I'm gonna help their children. I'm gonna keep an eye on their kids. But the thing is, they need to do something about these children dropping out of school in the 10th grade. Y'all, they need to get back on their feet and change that law when they get 16. What they can do. These kids need to stay in school. If they in school, it's the law got to change. The law, they always speaking of modern world, the modern days. Change the law. The law need to change. Up to date. The law need to be changed up to date. And y'all got to understand that it's a lot going on that you have to be. It's not the end of the world, but protection is what you need. You got to protect your family. You got to protect your children. And it's the way you do things. You just have to do it in that way. You got to do it in that mind. You got to know what to say when you do things. You got to know, y'all don't know how to move. You got to know how to move, boy. You got to know how to move. You got to know what to say and how to do it. But protect your family. especially babies.
A sadistic murderer in our neighborhoods is appalling. Again, thankful for the men and women of the Division of Police, our members, for going out there every day, finding these individuals and removing them from our street. I'm so glad nobody else was hurt.
Hours after police found Keimani's body in that abandoned East Toledo home, videos posted to social media Monday appeared to show officers taking her grandmother, Dorothy Latigue, away in handcuffs. Police have since said that she was not arrested.
Yeah.
Or they talked exclusively with WTOL 11 Silver Barker about Keimani and what she says really happened between her and TPD.
My first question.
Yeah, the grandmama said she come over here and get me, come help me. These people's outside my.
Lots of things was going on. We were being arrested, but when we checked with the police, that was not the case. Well, I was called and told that there was a mob of people in front of my house. They were angry. It was more or less the people that were here earlier, waiting to see if it was money that was in the home. And basically, some people from the neighborhood had contacted me and said that there was a mob in front of my house, and they were talking about what they were going to do to me once I came home. So the police detective said that she would have a unit come out and help me get my things and more or less escort me off the property. I asked to be handcuffed just so they can get away from my property. So no, I was never arrested. I was taken downtown, but I was never arrested.
But you know what, y'all? She know what? So with the neighbors, let me come here. With the neighbors, is tripping me out. The neighbors had the nerve to call her and tell her there's a lot of people outside your house, but they ain't tell her when that man was taking money out the house, did they? They didn't call and tell her that. Oh, I see I think you said that her baby daddy, 2 men's coming out your house. They ain't tell her that, but they did tell her that. She said somebody called and told her that it's a whole lot of people in front of your door. Why y'all didn't call and tell her that y'all see 2 men walking out the door with Keimani? You see how people are? They tell everything but the right thing. They tell everything but the right thing. Why y'all didn't call her like y'all called her then and tell her that 2 men just took money out the door? But you had the nerve to call her and say a whole lot of people in front of your door. You see how people do, y'all? They don't tell what they need to tell.
Scared for your safety right now? I am. What are some of the things that you've been hearing and receiving from people? They said they was going to blow up my house. They said they was going to do harm to me. It's just been a barrage of the different things that they've been stating. And now, yesterday, let's backtrack first for a little bit. So, you are the guardian of Keimani. You were the guardian of Keimani, correct? I am the legal guardian of Keimani. Okay. So, in terms of taking care of her, when was Keimani placed under your care? A year ago. She's been in my home.
So she was taken on her care a year ago, but she been in her home how long?
For the past 5.5 years.
For the past 5.5 years. She became legal into her last year. And then she gone. Let me ask y'all something, because I don't know how this system works. If you know this answer, please put it in the chat when you get a chance, because I don't know about foster parents. Do the foster parents get any money? I know they get insurance, but when something happened to the kids, do they get money, or do the system get money? If anybody know that answer, put it in the chat when you get a chance, okay? When I go off live, because y'all do a good job of putting in y'all comments. I like that. But let me know when children pass away, anything pass away, dismissed, doing a situation being in foster care, do the foster care parents get money? Or to bury her, do they get any money, funds? Please let me know, because it's too much of this happening.
But I just obtained legal custody of her a year ago.
Were you and Keimani close?
We were.
What were some of the things, trying going on, what was Keimani like? Tell me a little bit about how Keimani was.
Keimani was, she was phenomenal. Keimani was a helper. Like, she was, she has an old soul, loved the friends and family that she was allowing elementary.
I arrest the one she supposed to be around. Why she say it like that? Why she say it like that? Like, before y'all say anything, she was allowed to be around. I mean, where the attitude coming from? Why she so mad? What is going on here? Why she so mad?
I'd like to clear up the mental issue statements. No, she was not mentally ill in any way. We had her, assessed, and they didn't feel as if anything was wrong with her mentally. So that was not an issue. But back to Keimani, she would, like, say for instance, someone would come over and they had children. They didn't have to worry about their kids because Keimani immediately embraced them and would play with them. You know, kid stuff, kid stuff. She was phenomenal. Like I said, she was like no other kid her age.
What school did Keimani go to?
She went to Spring Elementary.
We were told that at the time she was doing good in school as well, too, correct?
She was. She had brought her grade point average up from a 3.4 to 3.9. And, actually they were going to have an award ceremony for the basketball players today at 5:30. But when I divulged to them that she had passed, they've rescheduled it. She was going to receive her trophy for being, on the team and stuff.
And she has a birthday that's coming up.
Her birthday is Friday.
She would have been turning 14.
She would have been 14.
Do you have any plans for her birthday?
We were going to have her a large birthday party because it would have been her first birthday where, once again, all of my children were together and could participate in the party. Her mom was supposed to come and everything. So I asked her on, what type of party do you want? She said she wanted a basketball themed party. So that's what I bought. Things that revolved around her playing basketball. I'm still receiving stuff in the mail for that.
Mm.
So there's been some confusion now in terms of when it comes to family, who's her biological father, who is her biological mother, and then also was she in the foster care system? Can you clear up a little bit of all of that? When Keimani was placed in your care, when is the LCCS? Who exactly did she come from, and how did she?
She came from her other legal guardian. I choose not to state her name, but she came from her other legal guardian because the other legal guardian and I were best friends. The other legal guardian is my daughter, Keimani's mom, godmother, early on, because she's been with this person since she was 9 months old. My daughter has never really had custody of Keimani. So she's been with this person since she was 9 months old until, like I said, maybe 5.5 years ago. Now, off and on, this person, we would interact and, do different things with her, for her, or I would contact her and tell her, well, I need this, or Kimani would like that. And she would come by and oblige, and we would commence. Um,
Earlier you mentioned when you were talking about what Keimani was like, you had mentioned that when family members did come over, who were allowed around her. Do you expand on that? Is there family members that weren't allowed around her?
No, it's just not very many that came around, and those that did, she acted, as far as I'm concerned, she acted accordingly. She embraced all children, bad or good. Now, okay, next question.
So now that Darnell,
She said, all right, next question.
there's an arrest warrant out for him. Do you have any idea who's going else?
Oh, well, to my knowledge, he was just arrested in Columbus. He just recently had a shootout with the police in Columbus. They're saying that he confessed to her murder, and no, I take that back. They're saying that he confessed to her rape and slitting her throat.
Whoa. Your own daughter.
I can even say,
As the police report mentions, Keimani was last seen with Darnell. Do you have any regrets of letting Keimani go with? As you're her guardian, do you have any regrets of letting Keimani go with Darnell?
I do, because, like I said, I feel deceived. I feel like this was pre-planned. I feel like you meant to do this. I feel like you was grooming her.
Is there things that you saw before this?
No, I never saw anything out the ordinary. But when molesters,
Here she go. Here she go. But you didn't pay attention though, ma'am. Hold your head back up. You about to give them a lecture and about to educate them about a pedo, but then you sat up there and did saw it. You didn't come on now. Come on. There are signs. They do give signs. You got to pay attention to those. The new signs. If it look like that, that's what it is. And hold your head up. Don't turn your head. Turn your head. Look at the camera. You were looking at it. You told the lady hurry up. Now she about to educate y'all about a pedo. And then she just said she didn't see no signs. That's what Shanna told y'all. She didn't see no signs. That's what the grandmama said. She didn't see no signs. Everybody said they ain't see no signs, but there was signs. There is signs, y'all. Jonathan, people say they ain't see no sign. It's a different kind of modern sign. They smile with it now. They cool with it now. You better ask Henry Dinkins. Dinkins even try to be slick.
to choose prey, they groom you first. So they give you gifts. They try and make you comfortable.
So did you see that? Did you see all of that? Did you see that, grandmama? You up there trying to educate them what a pedo do. Did you see that? Did you see him do that? Even if he brought a can over there, it's still grooming her. Come on now, lady. Come on now. You know that. Me and you the same age. Come on now.
They try and say little things to you that you and they can keep secret, and then eventually they pounce. And that's how I feel that
You
How all of this is played out, I feel that's what happened.
because you upset now because you saw those signs, but you couldn't even believe those signs. That's why you upset. That's why you upset. You saw the sign, you didn't believe them signs. You saw the signs because you explained it to them about the sign. You could complain. You are describing what you saw, and you didn't do nothing about it, and you feel bad about it. Just tell the truth about it. You saw it. Jesus Christ.
She didn't like boys. There's also comments, and we're just trying to address those. There's comments online and speculation again that, Keimani, her home situation, she was abused. What do you have to say to that? Okay, abuse in whose eyes? Because she was not abused. Yes, she was.
Listen, sir. If she stayed at home by herself at night, she was abused. Abusing the people eyes, sweetie. I believe she told you something and you didn't believe it. Now we can't keep letting these people keep letting this stuff like this happening. We can't keep letting these people who in charge of responsible for these kids get away with not being charged some kind of way. This lady, I hate to say it, but I know y'all are gonna be kind of mad. I don't care. Need to be charged some kind of way because she was responsible for her daughter. And she neglected a whole lot of stuff. So she do need to be punished some kind of way. So she won't do it again.
Chastised whenever she was wrong or did things wrong. Other than that, she was not abused. She was not just whooped for no reason or just because I felt like it. I've went through this twice because the school system had contacted CSB on her behalf when she went to Bennett Academy. And they came in, they did a case study, and closed it. They've stated.
So they don't been there before, y'all. Oh my goodness. They've been there before. Them been there before is telling me that she could be on getting. She probably got punished for that. And she wasn't gonna live to tell it. I can be wrong, but they don't close that case. And that lady ain't forgot about it. People don't forget about stuff like that. And she told, see, the first time she told the school. Now they back over there again. Well, they can't let her talk no more. Oh my, that's what I said. They need to charge this woman with something. They need to charge, in these cases like that, whoever over them need to be charged some kind of way. They need to be punished some kind of way. She needs to be punished some kind of way. Look how this is say second time. This is the first time they came out there, they closed case. She telling y'all, she said it. That lady didn't ask her about that. She told it. She. Now the money in trouble because the money don't told on her.
There's a way to chastise children without physically harming them. You need to whoop them on their behind, nowhere else.
See how it's something ain't right mentally up here. She don't describe y'all. She has described y'all to about a pedo. Now she trying to tell y'all how to whoop the children. Now she trying to tell y'all how to whoop the kids, how you punish your kids. This lady right here is something else, y'all. You on TV trying to tell them what I told y'all. She said that earlier. I'm glad she said that now. Now you tell them how to whoop they behind. That's the way to whoop they behind. This lady here is guilty. Guilty about a lot of things.
So, okay, with that in mind, I knew that. So she didn't have like bruises all over.
How long ago was that when you hit your home?
I would say the latest, it was approximately 7 months ago.
So you seen the latest? So was it a few times that they came to your
It
home?
was twice total.
Or twice total? And it was all for kind of like you mentioned what you just said.
Yes. Yes.
Now, in terms of, this whole situation, so you were not arrested, correct? And that's what, a lot of people seem to think as they saw you went out in customs what you asked for, correct?
Yes. That was our silver barker there.
Keimani's family came out of town to search for her. Now they say they're planning a funeral instead. Silver Barker spoke with Keimani's aunt about the relationship and the things she says she regrets. I'm Dorothy's second oldest daughter. I'm Keimani's aunt. My name is Sanika. I live in Indianapolis. All this that is going on is just it's devastating. You would think that you see it happen around the world, but when it hits close, you really just be thinking like.
Y'all heard she said second oldest daughter. She said the same thing Shannon said. My second oldest daughter. I'm telling you, I don't talk like that. I said my second child, my middle child, my oldest, second in the middle. She said what Shannon said that other day. Shannon said that in court, my second oldest child, my oldest child. I don't understand it. That's why y'all shouldn't be picking at people the way they speak. Because people speak different. I don't understand it. It ain't but one oldest child. It's your second child. It's not the second oldest. Why they talking like that, y'all? Tell me in the comments when y'all get a chance. When I tell y'all put stuff in the comments, I be for real. Cause I don't understand it. I ain't never heard nobody say the second oldest child. I said the second child, the second daughter, the second son, and the third child, the middle child, the last, the baby. I don't know.
Surrounded, I feel her. She didn't have the life to live that we have got to grow and live. She was only 13. So to know that somebody that I trusted, which was her father, to come through and deceive us just to get to Keimani in some sexual way or a harmful way, that hurts me to look to the point I feel like I failed her. Me as being her aunt, a person that she could run to and tell anything and everything to. That was my girl. That was my baby. And to hear all of this, to know all of this, and to be going through all this and hearing it for as long as it went on, it's just very devastating. I see so many people that are supposed to be my family that's going against my mom and me for that instance and saying like, oh, she failed her. She had something to do with it. She had this and that. It doesn't matter at this point. For right now, and until we get justice for Keimani, it's about Keimani. What I would like to say is there's people on the internet starting GoFundMe.
And y'all see y'all fussing at Shannon and all of that right there. You see that girl? Shannon takes up for her mom when she know her mom is wrong, and she taking up for her mom and she know her mom is wrong. See y'all situations is similar. This is a similar situation. It's like that.
That's not me right now because it's not what Keimani needs. The funeral home has objected to say that they're going to come and pay for everything, so there's no need for any
Why y'all people have the nerve to go take out a GoFundMe on somebody else's family? That they, I never saw nobody do that. How could you have some nerve to go take out a GoFundMe on somebody else's family and you ain't even their family? You supposed to. I mean, come on. Why you rushing to that GoFundMe? Y'all gonna make GoFundMe so hard on people like me. I got dogs, I may need them. I may need them for something, and y'all making it so hard that y'all gonna make things so hard for people who really need their help. Why in the world you gonna GoFundMe? And she just said the baby, like they already took out some $64,000 on the twins, about the boys on the mountain. Now the daddy trying to take up some money. Now they got enough money to go get a lawyer with that. Come on now. Why is y'all? Whew, y'all ain't worried me?
Any of that. Everything is being taken care of that needs to be taken care of by her family, her immediate family.
Does it upset you that there are GoFundMes? Some of them, I think, cases might be scams too as well.
What upsets me is that people are starting these GoFundMe pages and putting Keimani name underneath it, and they know that it's going to get viewed, and people have sympathy and feel some type of way about that. And some of them can be scams, but I know some of them have come from family members. When just let the immediate family handle that. Like, what y'all gonna do with the money if y'all not turning into the funeral home? There's no need. Let us handle it. Y'all just sit back and give us the emotional support that we need. That's what we need right now. As a family, as a community, we should all come together and just give each other the emotional support that we honestly need.
I like her.
That's
She's
what
so
I ask
sweet.
for everybody to, calm down, breathe. I know this is a hard time because it's not just a hard time for y'all. This is a rough time for me. I just need y'all to come together and understand that we need each other as a community, as a family, and emotional support is what we need the most in this situation.
Yesterday the crowd was. Yesterday, we were here. I'm assuming the crowd was very upset. Lots of emotions going through. Especially at this time, it's such a sensitive situation. Um, you know, we heard multiple comments in the crowd. Attacking or pointing fingers at your mom. So what has it been like finding your support system and helping her out?
In a way, you have to be mature enough to decide: am I going to follow along with the crowd, or am I going to, stick around with the loner? I'm to the point where I'm not following nobody on what's right. If it was your mother, if it was your niece, would you console your mother? Would you console the person that was closest to her who lived with her? I'm not out to have a torch in the pitchforks and all out to go against anybody except the person who did this, which I believe was her father Darnell. I don't have any other anger pushed towards anybody else. I'm angry that this happened, but I'm angry at the person who did this.
Do you know if have you been in contact with Tiara, the mother?
Yeah, I've been in contact with my sister. It's been briefly. It's been over through text. Like I said, I live in Annapolis. I seen her yesterday, but that was very brief. It wasn't even more than 5 minutes. It was more or less that she wanted to show me my other niece, Kazaria, which is Keimani's youngest sister. But it wasn't like it was oh sis, what are we gonna do? Any of that. And I just
Oh, she wanted the other sister wants you to know that you can come get the other baby if you want to. Let me stop. Oh, but yeah, they look. Don't forget. I know Keimani gone. Now you can get this little baby. You can come down and get your niece if you want to. Uh, Give me a break. But no, she not. Y'all. I'm just saying it.
I don't wish this on nobody. I really don't. I could your mind go different places when it's a baby. That was a baby. Like I said, I have a very close relationship with Keimani. She was a tomboy. She wasn't out looking for, trying to be fast or, mischievous or any of that. So for her mother to come down and have all this to say and all that, Tier, where was you for the past 4 years? We haven't seen you since Keimani TikTok party.
She ain't seen Keimani in 4 years. She talking about her sister, y'all, the girl who was cussing their grandmama out, cussing her own mama out. Who child? That's her child. Keimani, her child, not her child, no way. But she cussing, and they ain't seen her since that TikTok, that picture with her on TikTok. They ain't seen that the mama in 4 years, y'all. See, that's what I'm saying. These mamas always want to find somebody else to blame. Take care of your own children. They yours.
You haven't called her. You haven't sent her anything. You haven't said, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna come get you for a weekend."
She ain't even called Keimani mama all that hell she was raising. I'm sorry, YouTube. But all that she was raising, and she ain't been to see her daughter in 4 years. She ain't called her daughter, but then she want to get on TV. Oh, George. Ooh, Jesus. All that noise, and you didn't call your baby and to see about your baby. But you want to raise hell at your mama. Sorry about that. Sorry. Y'all gotta excuse me.
Why we gotta see you when it's a tragic moment? So Tierra, where do you stand?
Tierra lives in Cleveland.
Yes.
So the past 4 years, you're saying it's very little communication.
Very, very minimal. It wasn't even. She'll call my mom. She'll go through me and say, "Have you talked to mommy?" And I'm like, "No, about what?" She'll say, "Oh, well, she got custody of Keimani and she tried to get child support from me." So it wasn't that Tierra was concerned about Keimani. It was more of the why she want child support from me.
What is
Foster care, and she trying to get that child support too off of her sister. She saying that mama want child support from me. Cause you ain't take care of your child. That's why she want child support from you. Cause you not her, y'all, but that's the sister. She said the other sister said that about the mama. The grandmama trying to get child support, to make you pay child support. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus! Y'all ain't gonna worry me. Y'all ain't gonna worry me. Mm-mm. Grandmama said she about to take that child support out on that girl.
Distant. They had their words. They fought. Keimani mother has a godmother that Keimani was with before my mom got her. And there was no communication then from Tierra. Tierra had just, I feel like
So Keimani mom had a godmother that used to take care of Keimani. Then the godmother got tired of taking care of the baby, so she became friends with the grandmama. So the grandmama took her own granddaughter and put in the system. So the mama doing all that hair raising on TV, acting like she loved her daughter so much. You ain't even come see your own child. Ooh, Lord have mercy. Jesus, honey. I don't know. Ooh, but I bet she get up every morning, get that man shot, steaks, collard green, cornbread, mashed potatoes, macaroni cheese, tea. And he get up in the morning, then he want a whole breakfast, pancakes, eggs, sausages, juice. When children probably had nothing but a bowl of cereal. Bet she looked out for that baby daddy.
her go. Because any mother would be on her toes to get her children back.
That's right.
That wasn't the case here. It just wasn't.
when was
See, that girl wasn't even trying to get her sister, who she talking about, her Keimani, or her niece, where her sister wasn't even trying to get Keimani back. Now she was so big trying to be Hercules and fuss and cuss and stuff like that, and got other baby daddies and having fun and stuff.
Oh, 7, 8 months. And then Tierra godmother stepped in and got custody of Keimani. which would have been around 9 months. Um, yeah, and Keimani had been with that lady from 9 months all the way up until about, I'd say, 5.5 years ago. So it wasn't like Tierra was actually in the picture, saying, hey, maybe I can start getting myself together to get my child back so nobody else can get hurt.
You were worried for Keimani's safety with any other family members or anyone?
I want to say I was worried because I was here. I was here. Every winter break, spring break, holidays, birthdays, I was here for Keimani. Yes, you come and you enjoy time with your family, but I was here for my niece. I also brought my youngest sister and her 2 kids from Indianapolis to be here for Keimani because we've been in the system before. So I know how it feels to feel like, dang, I'm at somebody's house or not feeling not wanted. I know those feelings. So I try to give Keimani that at all times because she's wanted and loved by her aunts.
That's so sweet. It's so sweet.
This is just devastating that I have to in my life and knowing I'll never have the embrace of my niece. Hey TT, what you doing? When you coming down here, I'll never get to hear that from my baby again, and that's what kills me the most. I just wish that when I was down here last, that I had just taken her to Indianapolis with me, so this would never happen. A lot of things, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but at the end of the day, I just really wish that whatever happened and whoever did this, y'all didn't have to do that to her. There's plenty of people out here with, grown people that put themselves out there to be, the sex worker or whatever it may be. You didn't have to do this to a child. And there was nothing that Keimani would have done to make you hurt her. So she was a very timid kid. Tomboyish, reserved. She wasn't, loud, and it's just devastating that that me and my family have to go through this.
Is there anything else that you would like to add at this time? Anything else that I didn't add to me?
I just want people to understand that family is family, and at the end of the day, don't be so eager to go against your family. Talk to your family and talk to the children. These children may be scared to talk to the parents about things that's going on or what may be going on because they feel like they may get in trouble, but make it known that to your kids that you can talk to me. Make it very open. You can talk to me about any and everything because that's what these kids need to hear nowadays instead of going on social media and talking to somebody over in social media about it. Like,
that's what they do. They run to social media to talk because sometimes they can't talk to their parents. But they have made social media they're targeted. So what they do is express themselves on social media. That's what Naisha did. That's what Keimani did. That's what what I forgot her name. Ayana did. All of them went to social media because they couldn't get no one to listen to them. Social media is going to give you attention, but sometimes you can get to receive the wrong attention. So y'all, social media is going to be here. So y'all got to be on top of y'all business when it comes down to your kids because they're expressing themselves on social media because you're not showing them that much love. Hug them, talk to them, get close to them. And then some of them you can't get close to them, get hooked, but it's the main, most of them you can.
Or she may have done that. Talk to your families. They can handle. They're the adults. They're supposed to handle it.
Our community is grieving alongside Keimani's family right now. Many at a vigil at the home where Keimani was found Monday. Steve Iwanek shares their story.
Talk to me about why this has created such passion within you and what you want to see happen in the future for people who may be going through a situation that Keimani may or may not have been going through in her own life.
The reason why I have so much passion for this, I guess it was my upbringing. Started with my grandmother. She was always telling us if you do the right things, then you don't have to worry about anything. If you grew up right, then you don't have to worry about anything. And having that upbringing, I was brought up in church. You know what I'm saying? I was not the kid that was not spared the rod. I was given the rod, okay? So I understand what discipline was all about. And I think for me is to show the love, give back to my community in a time like this because you don't want to see it happen to another child.
This 13-year-old girl now, some people say she has found. I can't say that on behalf of her family. Just what I'm like. What do you say to Keimani right now? As she's, I'll take it from my perspective of faith. She's looking down now. What do you think she is saying to her community and her family?
Keimani was never ours. She was just loaned to us. She was a vessel in the shell. She's at peace. No more hurt, no more pain, no more going through nothing. She knows her father, heaven above, has her.
Keimani was a 7th grader at Spring Elementary. Now her school is in mourning.
And Michael sent TPS to find out how the district is helping students there process her death.
7th grade.
Counselors and therapy dogs were brought in to help the students and teachers deal with grief, but one student tells me that didn't stop the tears from flowing. I met 7th grader Keimani Fisher outside of her school, holding up a sign paying tribute to her fallen classmate. With permission from her mother, Keimani told me about how sweet of a girl Keimani was. Well, Keimani came from a troubled background, in and out of 5 schools before coming to Spring. Both school leaders and Keimani tell me she really flourished at Spring. She developed a reputation for being smart and kind. It would help Keimani with her schoolwork when she didn't understand it. She also loved basketball and played with the other kids whenever she could. Now, with the news of her passing spread across the school, Keimani and her younger brother Keegan tell me the energy in the classroom was very different this morning.
I've seen some people crying and stuff, a lot of people crying.
Sad. Very cool. And I just noticed that you made the sign. Why did you decide to make the sign for her?
So everyone got to remember.
Oh, that's so sweet, baby. So sweet.
Wow, how kind she was.
Keimani was
That was so sweet of her classmate. They made a sign for her. That
from the school later this week. Her birthday was also this week. She would have been 14 years old.
Previously with Toledo Whitecaps and Cabbage, she says that he wants to see the legal process play out, though Orals asked Toledo City Council what needs to happen next.
Called it tragic. One of those was Council President Kim Hartman. First, tell me, what was your reaction when you first heard about this?
I mean, I heard about it last week. When she first went missing, it wasn't far from where I live. And so I know there's been a lot of commentary online, on social media, as the news was breaking. And as the news keeps rolling in, it keeps getting more shocking.
I know it was early on, the investigation is still underway, but has there been conversations on what council can maybe do, any, like, looking at what can be introduced to try to help this?
Yeah, I mean, the news, it's all happening so fast, I think. It's going to take us a little bit of time if we're going to do anything legislation-wise. But I know that we've already been talking about how do we get some of these blighted buildings boarded up so that there isn't any crime or mischief going on in these blighted houses. But as one council member said, it wasn't the house that killed this poor girl. I think it is more the community and whether or not our community is going to tolerate violence like this.
It can be challenging for parents to talk to their kids about situations like Keimani's murder. Megan Hartnett went to an expert to find out how parents can start this conversation. Kaylee, it's important to make sure kids have a safe space to ask questions or voice any concerns they may have. Representatives from parents of murdered children say parents should monitor how much information kids are taking from social media and news sources. We are still learning more
education should be geared to whatever level a child can handle maturity-wise. I was told parents should reassure their kids to talk about a situation like this if they don't want to. But parents should make sure kids have an opportunity to talk about what happened, especially if they knew Keimani.
Making sure that the kids know that they can speak about her, the friends, that they can say her name, and they can speak about her, and speak about memories, share memories that they have of this little girl, and keep positive memories for them. So they're not focusing on her death, they're focusing on the life she lived and the life that was taken from her.
As we continue to learn more details about what happened to Keimani, I was told it's important for parents to keep checking in with kids and answer any questions they may come up with. Reporting in the newsroom, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
For the past several years, our 11 Investigates team has reported on blighted homes in the city of Toledo.
The Toledo structure investigator Brian Duggar found out there's a plan to tear it down.
City crews were at 1101 Miami Street this morning, boarding up windows and picking up trash, but the house won't be standing for long. We can now confirm the house is set to be demolished within the next 3 months. Now, according to the city, that demolition has been expedited because of Keimani's murder. We have also learned several other things about the property, which was damaged by 2 separate fires in 2022. It was purchased last year, sight unseen, for $4,000 by a real estate developer who planned on tearing it down and turning it into a parking lot. It has been vacant since those fires and has not been repaired. Now, despite that, the value of the property actually climbed $5,000 to $37,800 during the
I think that, like, we got a house in our community that these older people elderly people used to live in for years. Y'all, they just telling me that. But these skip houses or these spooky houses need to be towed down. Now somebody done burnt the house on caught on fire. I guess somebody trying to tell y'all need to get that house out the community. You need to get the house. And you know what? That's another content. That's another topic. But these houses, vacant houses, it didn't have nothing to do with Keimani, but it gave the criminal mind something to pay attention to, because they never tore that house down. So they're not going to care the house not being burned down before. Let's put it in there. Let's get rid of this body. See, Keimani, I don't even believe she wanted to go with that man. It's so much, but y'all, you know, I don't know. I'm just so sick of it. I'm just so sick of stuff like this, you know. But I'm gonna tell you something about me, and I'm gonna go back and look at the comments. I'm gonna tell you something about me. I'm gonna take up for these children as long as I'm on this earth, and I've been doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna always do it. For those who know me, y'all know y'all Facebook folks know me. Y'all know who I am. No, I don't play. When it come down to no children. And I want to tell y'all, I'm here for you. If you want someone to talk to, come on my channel, and I'm gonna keep it real now. I ain't gonna play with you. I'm gonna keep it real, but find you somebody to talk to. You know, find someone that'll listen to you, and let's be better parents, y'all. Let me go back and look at my comments. I don't like look at my comments when I'm doing my commentary, because I don't play when it comes down to children. In community, we got to do better and don't give up. Y'all easy to give up. I don't give up. I don't give up. Ain't worrying about no Amber Alert. Ain't worrying about none of that stuff like that. It is he wasn't trying to get away nowhere. He was there. You know, let's work as a community. These people, what hurts me about this situation right here, the people who called and told her that it was people outside your house. There's some people they outside your house. Why y'all didn't call and tell her that it was some men taking money out the house? I know. Wait, y'all. Hold on. I know. One time I had just decided to go. This how the community is, y'all. I had just got out my car going in the dollar store. Just get the dog, don't nobody know what you're going to get. But I was gonna get the dog some toys to play with. And then I got outside the car. I asked the police, "What you doing here?" And then he laughed at me. And then he said, "Somebody called me and told me that you left $2 in there, but you got your window down. I don't know why they called me." See, y'all called the police for some stupid stuff. He said, "I don't know why they called me because you got the windows down." He had a dog in his car. I had all the window cracked, all the windows down. Like that. He said, "Well, you got that right." He said, "I'm not about to give you no ticket because you ain't did nothing wrong." I said, "Well, I be done. I can go in there and get a ball or something for them dogs to play with. But they can't call and tell you that somebody was over there robbing that lady pocketbook, or they saw somebody stealing in somebody's car. But they want to waste your time to come over here and worry about some dogs." And he couldn't do nothing but laugh. And guess what? While the police and I was sitting there, guess what happened? This how God don't like ugly. Somebody was coming out the same store I was coming out stealing. And me and him was still right there talking. I said, and she said, "Oh, can you get him? He just stole something." And me and him just sit right there talking. I said, "Now they want to worry you, man." I told him, "No, now they want to worry the hell out you." That's what I told the police. I said, "Now they want to worry the hell out of you, but they want to call me by the dog." Yeah, he ain't even moved. Me and him was just sitting there looking at that man. Why is you calling the police on a homeless man? Get the man some cookies. If he got ran out of there with cookies, let him run out of there with cookies. Let the man go. He gonna go in there and let him take cookies. He hungry. Let him take cookies. You pay for whatever. Well, anyway, y'all like, share, and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the day. But the main thing to me is I'm gonna keep it real over here. You don't want to hear the truth. You don't like the truth. You're in the wrong place. Y'all better start listening to the truth and stop believing in these lies, because y'all know the truth will set you free. And look, funny acting Grandma Lanita's, check me out. Yeah.